Let's take a look at our big story this hour. The crisis-hit island nation of Sri Lanka is on the edge. Just hours after the curfew was lifted, thousands of protesters hit the streets of Colombo. The country is witnessing one of the largest anti-government marches. The anger among the people has been swelling for months, and today it has reached its peak. Angry protesters holding Sri Lankan flags broke into the presidential secretariat. There were thousands of them. The protesters first garroted the secretariat, and then they clashed with the police and forcibly made their way into the president's house. The Sri Lankan police fired tear gas and water cannons at the protesters, attempting to block them, but failed to do so. There are thousands of demonstrators who came to Colombo, packed in buses, trains and trucks from across the country to express outrage over the government's failure to protect them from economic ruin. Pictures and videos from inside the secretariat and outside are being widely circulated over social media. At least 21 people, including police personnel, are injured in the clash between the police and the protesters, and some have been hospitalized following the ongoing protest. Once the frenzied demonstrators entered the president's house, they were seen running around in the corridors. Many of them barged into bedrooms and were seen lying on the beds. Several of them also entered the kitchen. They did not stop there. Hundreds were seen in and around the swimming pool in the premises, some even diving into the pool. Sources confirm that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa was removed from the official premises on Friday for his safety ahead of the planned rally over the weekend. Among several viral videos on social media, there is one from Colombo port, which allegedly shows the president's luggage hurriedly being packed into a Sri Lankan Navy ship at the Colombo port. Now, for more on this, our correspondent Sunia Toda has sent us this report from Colombo. Take a look.
While the party leaders' meeting gets underway, Sri Lankans eagerly await the final decision made by these party leaders, because President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has now made his intention clear to the Prime Minister that whatever decision is final and definite at this party leaders' meeting, he is ready to accept it. That's not all. Protesters still continue to flock the area here in Colombo, who have been walking on foot since morning, demanding for President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, along with the Gotabaya Rajapaksa-led government, to promptly step down. Stay with WION as we give you the live developments as and when it happens. Reporting from Colombo, I'm Sunia Toda.
Now, for more details, we are being joined by political analyst Jatindra from Trincomalee. Thank you for being with us on this broadcast. Now, Sri Lanka is witnessing one of the largest anti-government marches. We can see the anger among the people that has been swelling for months now, and today we've seen this crescendo reaching its peak. What is the latest situation with the protests at the moment?
Yeah, the protest is going on right now. This is to be expected. Already the protesters had announced they are going to organize a massive protest on this day. Now it's going on, and they captured the president official residence, so that it is symbolically saying the protest has reached its climax.
Absolutely, and we have seen the people of Sri Lanka protesters managing to break into the secretariat and entering the kitchen, the bedrooms, lying on beds, and even swimming in the pool of the presidential house. Take us through the latest of what is going on there?
Yes, it is. There's protesters already there. They continually oppose the Rajapaksa plan, particularly the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. They urge he must go home. I mean, he must leave from the power domain. So now they enjoy the protest. As I said earlier, it's reached a climax. That's why they enjoy the presidential house. Then they release the photos and a lot of things. As you said, they are in the kitchen. They're sitting. Some sitting on the bed, and now they're enjoying the protest. That's why they issue these pictures and the things. But the problem is now. The symbolically, it's clearly saying the Rajapaksa, the empire is, the Rajapaksa era is over. So that's we are waiting for the next step. That definitely it's there is a one option, that is the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa should be stepped down.
Yes. Now, we know that from sources that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has been removed from the official premises on Friday. We have seen visuals of what is suspected to be his luggage being hurriedly packed into a Sri Lankan Navy ship at the port in Colombo. What are the latest details that we have on the president?
Yeah, according to some sources, some family members of the Rajapaksa, they leave they left the country. But according to the sources, but I'm not sure. I don't have any inside details. But according to the sources, the family members of the Rajapaksa left the country. At the same time, the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, he is in a safe house. Definitely, it is a military camp because there's no any safe place than the military camps right now. So this is the latest. We are waiting for the developments and for what's the next level issues. Definitely, as I said, they don't have any option right now. Definitely, he must step down. At the same time, I'm not sure after the step down what the Rajapaksa what kind of problems he is going to face. So we have a lot of examples in other countries in this kind of situation, how the protesters react on the ruling bloc. So this is the situation in Sri Lanka also now we are facing. I think so. We are waiting actually what's the next level stories.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for being with us on this broadcast and bringing us all the latest coming out of Sri Lanka. To you, Jatindra.
Thanks.
Now, public anger boiled over in Sri Lanka this morning as thousands of protesters stormed the presidential secretariat and the presidential palace. And President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, who for several months had dug his heels in and had refused to resign, has now fled from the presidential palace. At least 21 people, including 2 police personnel, have been injured and hospitalized in the ongoing protests. Let's break down the turn of events to understand how this breach happened in Colombo today. Now, demonstrators packed in buses, trains and trucks from across Sri Lanka entered Colombo. They carried black flags and national flags and shouted "Basha go home," expressing outrage over the government's failure to protect them from economic ruin. The protesters marched towards police and military security cordons surrounding the president's house and finance ministry. Initially, the Sri Lankan police tried to stop the protest by using anti-riot measures such as firing tear gas and water cannons. But the military personnel and the police were unable to hold back the crowd as the protesters broke open the gates of the presidential residence and complete pandemonium followed. Soon, the protesters were seen lounging on beds, packing rooms and corridors and protesting in the president's swimming pool. According to reports, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa was removed from his official residence for his safety ahead of the protest rally planned over the weekend. The president's whereabouts are not known yet, but videos have surfaced on social media claiming that his luggage was hurriedly packed in suitcases and loaded onto a naval ship. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has summoned an emergency party leaders meeting to discuss the situation and come to a swift resolution.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.